last chair scrapes across the tiled floor. The bartender turns off the light above the bar. But still the pianist plays one final song for those of us who don't know where we belong. The trumpet wraps itself around the dark and leaves its fingerprints on every heart. A glass half full of something cold and still, and jazz that runs the night against its will. Late night jazz, when the cafe closes. Late night jazz, when the music slows. When there's nowhere left for anyone to go, and the final notes burn low. Late night jazz, just the music staying. Late night jazz, on the upright bass swaying. When the world outside has fallen fast asleep, and the jazz is mine to keep. The pianist plays like no one's in the room and fills the emptied cafe with his tune. I lean my head against the marble wall and let the music take me through it all. The candle stub still flickers on the bar. The city's quiet, not a single car, just trumpet, bass and piano in the black, and me with no desire to go back. Late night jazz, when the cafe closes. Late night jazz, when the music slows. When there's nowhere left for anyone to go, and the final notes burn low. These are the hours no one talks about, when jazz becomes the only thing without a definition, reason, or a name. Just sound and darkness, and they're both the same. No one's watching, no one's counting time. The pianist and I are in our prime at 3 o'clock in some forgotten year, when jazz was everything and nothing else was here. The music finally stops with one last chord that hangs in air and can't afford to let the silence be the final word, the most beautiful thing you've ever heard. The pianist rises, buttons up his coat. I stay a little longer with the last note. The candle burns its final inch of wax, and I prepare myself to face the facts that morning comes and music goes to sleep. But in my chest, these songs are mine to keep. Late night jazz, the cafes closing, late night jazz, the music's going, but somewhere in the dark it still plays on, long after even the very last song. Apricot light on Rue du Port, a little day in a little court. The chairs are set, the tablecloths gleam, and life returns like a waking dream. From the bakery across the square comes the scent of sugared air, and somewhere near the harbor line a soft old melody drifts through time. The women pass in graceful coats, the paper boy with folded notes, and every window catches fire with the calm of old desire. No one needs to rush the day, morning asks us just to stay in the hush before the crowd, where the world is soft, not loud. There's apricot light on Rue du Port, and morning moves so calm and warm. A smile, a glance, a tiny grace, a ribbon tied in time and place. Let the low notes drift so sweet, let the river answer every beat. There's apricot light on Rue du Port, and that is all my heart is looking for. The cream dissolves inside the cup, tiny galaxies are rising up, and on the counter by the till the clock pretends the world is still. A boat goes sliding down the lane, cutting gold through silver rain. And though the sky is pale and wide, all my peace is here beside. In the pause between the horns, in the tenderness of mornings, I can hear the city say, some beloved things will stay. There's apricot light on Rue du Port, and morning moves so calm and warm. A smile, a glance, a tiny grace, a ribbon tied in time and place. Let the low notes drift so sweet, let the river answer every beat. There's apricot light on Rue du Port, and that is all my heart is looking for. Maybe joy is not a blaze, maybe it is gentle days, a bent cafe spoon, a woolen sleeve, a reason not to quickly leave. Maybe heaven leans this way, into cups and yesterday, into old songs someone knew, into sunlight shared by two. So I gather every sound, every warm familiar round, plates and laughter, doors and shoes, and the little morning blues. If the noon must come at last, let it come, but not too fast. For I've learned what comfort means in these pale gold in between. There's apricot light Rue du Port, and morning moves in quiet form, a look that lingers calm and true, a city opening into blue. Let the low notes drift so sweet, let the canal keep the rhythm neat. There's apricot light on Rue du Port, and that is all my heart is looking for. Apricot light, don't fade too soon, stay a while before the noon. On Rue du Port, where mornings start like warm jazz folded through the heart.
Rain on the panes, lights on the canal, coffee in the dusk.
From Jordaan roofs to narrow painted doors, the twilight leans in close to hear the band. The old cafe is breathing through its floors, a warm and wooden heartbeat in the rain-washed land. Porcelain clinks like tiny temple bells, the waiter moves as softly as a dream, and every cloud above the quiet canal breaks into silver underneath the beam. And the room grows warmer as the shadows fall, like the city saved a little peace for us all. Quiet evening, coffee house glow, hear the tender brushed drums moving low, hear the trumpet like a sigh across the blue. Amsterdam, this song is made for you, for your rain, your lamps, your windows lit just right, for your old world grace that carries through the night. A woman in a vintage coat looks out, her reflection floating softly in the pane. 100 distant footsteps pass beyond, then disappear into the evening rain. The bass line walks like someone going home, the piano lifts a little fading light, and every corner table holds a world of gentle thoughts unspoken in the night. Quiet evening, coffee house glow, hear the tender brushed drums moving low, hear the trumpet like a sigh across the blue. Amsterdam, this song is made for you, for your rain, your lamps, your windows lit just right, for your old world grace that carries through the night. If time were kind, it would be this, a quiet room, a trumpet kiss, a candle bowing to the rain, and hearts made slow and whole again. Quiet evening, coffee house glow, hear the tender brass drums moving low, hear the trumpet like a sigh across the blue. Amsterdam, this song is made for you, for your rain, your lamps, your windows lit just right, for your old world grace that carries through the night. Stay a little longer, city of glass and stone, till midnight learns the shape of being alone, till jazz becomes the weather becomes the place of rest.
Time when all the stools are free, she drops a nickel in the jukebox and she asks for C3. That song's been playing every night for going on 3 years. Nobody asks about it anymore, they just adjust their ears. The cook looks up from cleaning and the waitress rolls her eyes, but there's a softness in the way they let the song surprise. They've all heard why she plays it, though she's never said a word. It's the kind of story everybody's understood, but never heard. She played that song again tonight at the Blue Spoon Diner close. She plays it for the one she loves, the one she loves the most. Irene and the jukebox have an understanding here, that some songs are for the living and some songs for the dear. The record's almost worn now, where the needle hits C3. The manager keeps ordering the same one just to see that Irene gets to play it when the diner shuts its eyes. Some things deserve the reverence of everyday goodbyes. Tonight she sat a little longer staring at the box. The song played twice around and she just sat and watched the clocks. She left a bigger tip tonight and pulled her collar tight and walked out in the falling rain into the Tuesday night. She played that song again tonight at the Blue Spoon Diner close. She plays it for the one she loves, the one she loves the most. Irene and the jukebox have an understanding here, that some songs are for the living and some songs for the dear. Wipe the counter down now, put the chairs up for the night, and let's C3 keep playing in the parking lot's cold light. Between the shelves of leather-bound old books, a quiet jazz trio plays in little nooks. The rain outside makes rivers on the glass, and customers come in to let it pass. An old professor selects a book of verse, a child finds adventure in the first, and jazz plays soft like something in a dream, not quite as real as it might always seem. Salzburg Bookshop, rainy afternoon, jazz and literature, a favorite tune, every book a world, every note a door into everything your heart is searching for. Salzburg Bookshop, amber reading light, piano keeping everything alright. Let the rain fall down on mountain stone. In this bookshop you are never alone. The lady at the register knows all, the name of every author on the wall. She recommends a title with a smile and says to come back in a little while. pianist transitions to a waltz, and someone stops to hear without a pause. A bookshop full of jazz is twice the treasure, a doubled and a deeply given pleasure. Salzburg bookshop, rainy afternoon, jazz and literature, a favorite tune, every book a world, every note a door into everything your heart is searching for, where words and music live as one, where every reader finds the sun, even on the gray and rainy days. The bookshop and the jazz will always stay. Let the mountains catch the clouds, let the music say things out loud that books can only hint at gently, where stories live most eloquently. I find a book I've read a dozen times and sit beside the window with the chimes of church bells somewhere in the alpine mist, a city on the music lover's list. The afternoon extends beyond its clock, the jazz has put the hurried world in lock. I read the same beloved page again, and life feels rich and meaningful within. Salzburg bookshop, jazz and rain, a place I would return to once again. Let the piano play its final phrase, and I will read in this bookshop always. He moved between the tables with his guitar in his hand. He didn't play for couples or for those who'd made their plans. He had a sixth sense for the ones who came in looking down, the ones who ordered quietly and barely wore a sound. He'd sit beside them gently, without asking if it's fine, and play a soft arrangement of whatever seems to align. He didn't need a word from them, he read the way they sat, the way a person holds a cup can tell you where they're at. He played for the lonely ones, the ones who came in alone, who ordered for themselves and never tried to use the phone. His music was a company that didn't need return, just a warmth beside the solitude that helped a person turn. He said once that the lonely ones are just the bravest kind. They come into the world each day with absolutely nothing lined, no safety net of company to catch the falling through, just themselves and a cafe and the morning coming new. I was alone sat nearby. He didn't say a word but played until I stopped asking why. And when he rose and left again, he touched my shoulder light, as if to say the loneliness is also how you find the right. He played for the lonely ones, the ones who came in alone, who ordered for themselves and never tried to use the phone. His music was a company that didn't need return, just a warmth beside this solitude that helped a person turn. Find the lonely one beside you and just sit and breathe and play. Sometimes the kindest music is the kind you give away. Butter on warm bread, golden, slow and sweet. Sun across the table, dancing at our feet. Outside little footsteps, inside clinking glass. Morning in this old cafe lets the whole world pass. Aprons white as daylight, window curtains thin. Someone hums a love song softly from within. Jars of jam like rubies, cream in painted cups. Every tiny comfort here lifts the spirit up. Butter on warm bread, honey in the light. Simple little pleasures make the whole day right. Let the record whisper, let the kettle sing. In a room of quiet gold, joy is everything. You fold back the paper, smile without a word. Evening may be distant, but I have already heard how a day can blossom, how a heart can mend. With bread and jazz and morning and time enough to spend. Butter on warm bread, honey in the light. Simple little pleasures make the whole day right. Let the record whisper, let the kettle sing. In a room of quiet gold, joy is everything. No grand parade, no jeweled crown, just little sunbeams coming down. No need for more, no need to roam. A cafe table feels like home. The canal glows pale, the church bells blend, and every hour becomes a friend. What riches hide in morning spread, like butter on warm bread. Butter on warm the sparrows sing, in the smallest tender things. Life's everything. Butter on warm bread, morning's gentle thread. All my restless thoughts grow still, with one bright taste instead.
Out of the old Carlsberg brewery, where the copper vats still shine, and the smell of malt and hops is soaked into the limestone fine. The workers in the evening have their beer beside the wall, and somebody plays harmonica down the long and echoing hall. But in the cafe near the gateway, where the elephant stands proud, a jazz quartet is playing to a small and grateful crowd. And the beer tonight is darker than a winter afternoon, and the blues inside the brewery plays a slow and mournful tune. The old brewery blues, Copenhagen porter dark, the amber and the bitter, and the music in the park. Pour me something honest and let the evening do its work. The old brewery blues, the best things never shirk. J.C. Jacobson built his brewery on a hill outside the town, because he said that quality was more than reputation's crown. And the Pilsner that he perfected in the 1840 year changed the way the world was drinking its relationship with beer. But the blues arrived from somewhere else, entirely and much older, from the Mississippi Delta, where the cotton waved the shoulder. And somehow here in Copenhagen, in a Danish winter night, the two traditions find each other and they feel exactly right. The old brewery blues, Copenhagen porter dark, the amber and the bitter, and the music in the park. Pour me something honest and let the evening do its work. The old brewery blues, the best things never shirk.
She stands behind the counter with her pearls and her poise, above the bustle of the store, above the beautiful noise. A woman made of gardenia and sandalwood and cream. She's been here since the store was built, or so it tends to seem. She'll spray a little on your wrist and close her eyes a beat, as if she's reading something in the language of the sweet. She says this one is Tuesday, afternoons in June, and this one is the feeling of a half-forgotten tune. Everything here smells like 1954, like stepping through a curtain into someone else's floor. The perfume counter at Delacroix holds time within a glass, and she's the keeper of the years that slowly drift and pass. There are bottles named for evenings that have never quite occurred, for feelings that the language hasn't yet produced the word. She blends them in the back room when she thinks that no one sees. A private little formula for something like the breeze. I bought one for my grandmother, who lives in memory now. She smelled it and she smiled the way the old ones know somehow. She said it was like standing in the hallway of the past, and some things beautiful enough deserve to last and last. Everything here smells like 1954, like stepping through a curtain into someone else's floor. The perfume counter at Delacroix holds time within a glass, and she's the keeper of the years that slowly drift and pass. Close the bottles up now, let the fragrance softly fade. But the year 1954 is quietly being stayed.
He went into a burning building 6 times in 1 year, and each time someone told him there were books that need the clear. He says you save the people first without a moment's pause, but if the building's empty, then the pages have their cause. A library caught on a Thursday in the early fall. He got the night custodian out, and then he heard the hall, the sound of paper catching in a very specific way. And he went back in for the rarest shelf that day. He said, you save the people first, and then the pages when you can, because a book that burns forever takes its knowledge from the plan. The firemen who rescued books believed what no one says, that some things lost in fire can't be replaced in other ways. He carried out a first folio once from a private blaze, a copy of the Shakespeare that had lived through better days. The owner wept not for her house, but for the book he brought, and gave it to the library, which was everything it ought. He retired with a library of his own beside the door, of everything he'd rescued from the smoke and from the floor, not for keeping, but for lending to whoever passed, because the books he saved from fire were always meant to last. He said, you save the people first, and then the pages when you can, because a book that burns forever takes its knowledge from the plan. The firemen who rescued books believed what no one says, that some things lost in fire can't be replaced in other ways. Save the people first, and then the pages if you can. Some heroes carry people out and books into the plan.
Rain on the panes, lights on the canal, coffee in the dusk. From Jordaan roofs to narrow painted doors, the twilight leans in close to hear the band. The old cafe is breathing through its floors, a warm and wooden heartbeat in the rain-washed land. Porcelain clinks like tiny temple bells. The waiter moves as softly as a dream, and every cloud above the quiet canal breaks into silver underneath the beam, and the room grows warmer as the shadows fall, like the city saved a little piece for us all. Quiet evening, coffee house glow, hear the tender brush drums moving low, hear the trumpet like a sigh across the blue. Amsterdam, this song is made for you. For your rain, your lamps, your windows lit just right, for your old world grace that carries through the night. A woman in a vintage coat looks out, her reflection floating softly in the pane. 100 distant footsteps pass beyond, then disappear into the evening rain. The bass line walks like someone going home. The piano lifts a little fading light, and every corner table holds a world of gentle thoughts unspoken in the night. Quiet evening, coffee house glow. Hear the tender brush drums moving low. Hear the trumpet like a sigh across the blue. Amsterdam, this song is made for you. For your rain, your lamps, your windows lit just right. For your old world grace that carries through the night. If time were kind, it would be this: a quiet room, a trumpet kiss, a candle bowing to the rain, and hearts made slow and whole again. Hear the tender, tender brush drums moving low. Hear the trumpet like a sigh across the blue. Amsterdam, this song is made for you. For your rain, your lamps, your windows lit just right. For your old world grace that carries through the night. Stay a little longer, city of glass and stone, till midnight learns the shape of being alone. Till jazz becomes the weather in my chest, and this small room becomes the place of rest.
Stood at the edge of the Tagus River, watched the ferries come and go. Something in the water moving told me what I didn't know. The river doesn't ask you questions, doesn't care if you reply, just keeps running to the ocean while another night goes by. Had a woman with a fatal voice, she sang the blues in Portuguese. Every word she said was honey, every word brought me to my knees. Now she's somewhere in the city, singing low to someone new. So I walk along the Tagus with the river rolling through. city knows the feeling. Every stone has held some pain. Alfama heard the Moorish music. Every loss comes back as rain. But the blues ain't just for breaking. Sometimes blues is what heals. Standing here beside the river is the truest thing one feels. Castle dark against the red. All the blues I ever carry me to bed instead. Tagus River, keep on rolling. I'll be back when morning comes, with my coffee and my notebook and my slowly waking drum.
It leans against the wall in a corner of the club, a silent giant waiting since before the first love. The owner says it came with a building when he bought a double bass that someone left and someone else forgot. The player who arrives each Thursday treats it like his own. He bows a note so low it seems to come from somewhere grown. Beneath the floor, beneath the street, beneath the city's hum, a frequency that everyone feels but never hums. The upright bass in the corner, nobody mentions much, has absorbed 40 years of music in its wood and touch. It holds the room together when the piano finds its key. The bass is just the ground beneath the melody. A musician told me once that bass is really prayer, the thing beneath the surface that says I'm still here. The lowest note is holding up the highest note above, and the upright bass in the corner is the architecture of love. When the player leaves on Fridays, he leans it back against the wood, never locks the case because he says it never should be sealed away from breathing and from taking in the air. A bass needs to live inside the room to be aware. The upright bass in the corner, nobody mentions much, has absorbed 40 years of music in its wood and touch. It holds the room together when the piano finds its key. The bass is just the ground beneath the melody. Leave the bass against the wall and let the room be held by something deep and resonant that never needs to be spelled.
Morning poured silver over old café glass, soft on the roses, the rain had just passed. Bruges was waking in whispers and lace, spring in a teacup, light on your face. Tables of marble, a newspaper spread, butter and apricot, warm baked bread. You turn the page and the whole room seems still, like bells on the water had bent to your will. And outside the window the bicycles shone, petals fell quietly one by one. I held the hour as close as I could. You looked like a memory dressed up in good. Petals on the cobblestone, drifting by so slow. Morning in the old cafe, soft as afterglow. Every little glance of yours made the whole room bloom. Spring was in the porcelain, perfume in the room. Stay a little longer where the lace curtains sway. Let the city hum around us in its tender gray. If a day can feel eternal, let it start this way, with petals on the cobblestone and your smile in May. A violin street tune wandered nearby. Clouds made a painting across the pale sky. You stirred your coffee and circles of cream turn like the canals in a half-golden dream. Waiters in white shirts moved easy and clean, polishing silence to make the place gleam. I watched your fingers rest over the cup, and all of the daylight kept opening up. The clock never hurried, the corners were kind. Warm little shadows slipped over our time. because it sees you. Petals on the cobblestone, drifting by so slow. Morning in the old cafe, soft as afterglow. Every little glance of yours made the whole room bloom. Spring was in the porcelain, perfume in the room. Stay a little longer where the lace curtains sway. Let the city hum around us in its tender gray. If a day can feel eternal, let it start this way, with petals on the cobblestone and your smile in May. Maybe love is nothing loud, no storm, no sudden fire. Maybe it is sugar light and one unspoken desire. Maybe it is wind or rain and spoons against a cup. Maybe it is finding you and watching spring wake up. Petals on the cobblestone, drifting by so slow. Morning in the old cafe, soft as afterglow. Every little glance of yours made the whole room bloom. Spring was in the porcelain, perfume in the room. Stay a little longer where the lace curtains sway. Let the city hum around us in its tender gray. If a day can feel eternal, let it start this way, with petals on the cobblestone and your smile in May. The bells above the square rang low. The cream went cold, the hours glowed, and somewhere in the quiet day, my heart learned how to linger, stay. Morning poured silver over old cafe glass, soft on the roses. The rain had just passed. Bruges was waking in whispers and lace. Spring in a teacup, light on your face. Tables of marble and newspapers spread. Rain writes silver letters on the window by my chair. I found a small republic of calm inside a lantern-lit arcade where porcelain and lamplight make a treaty with the rain. And every coat that passes carries stories in the grain. The waiter moves like midnight with a practiced kind of grace. A record turns in amber and puts patience in the space. Outside the windows shimmer with 1,000 softened gleams. Inside the room the piano folds. The weather dreams. Stay a little longer, Prague, and play me soft and low. Stay until the last cup cools, the last tram bell is gold. Stay until the river writes the parts we never told. Stay until the lamplit glass has gentled every ache, and all the weary evening knows exactly how to break. A woman with an umbrella leaves petals in the hall. A newspaper lies sleeping by the coat rack near the wall. The saxophone is velvet and the brushes barely speak, like footsteps on old bridges. At the end of every week I taste the dark roast quiet and the sugar of the hour. The city turns from iron into rain-reflected flour. No one needs a grand goodbye, the room already knows how evenings in old Prague become the way a memory grows. Stay a little longer, Prague, and play me soft and low. Stay a little longer now, the night is tender slow. Let the coffee house keep watch where softer sorrows go. Stay until the bridge lamps blur like halos on the stream, and every pane of weather learns to carry one more dream. Should the last tram fade to silence, leave the cup half warm for memory in one chair, turn toward the rain. Let the bass walk carefully between the hours we keep. Let the trumpet kiss the dark and tuck the rooftops into sleep. Stay a little longer, Prague, and play me soft and low. Stay until the room grows dim and all the chairs are kind. Stay until the rain leaves only silver in the mind. Stay until the final chord hangs quiet in the blue, and Prague, in all her evening grace, sings back a little too. Coffee, steam, window rain, cobblestone and lantern flame. Old city, soft city, keep me in your frame. Tonight, tonight, tonight. April leans across the window pane. Gold on the canal, then gold again. A rose in a glass by the sugar tray, and Ghent turns soft in the middle of the day. In this 1960 cafe, boss a jazz crossover. Chairs remember coats and names, silver spoons and little flames of sunlight trembling on the rim of every cup filled to the brim. The waiter folds the paper thin, the room lets mellow voices in, And outside on the cobbled lane, a tram goes by like gentle rain. Old facades in cream and stone hold 1,000 hours of their own. And every passing hat and glove moves as though the air were love. No one has to hurry here. Time arrives and disappears. Slow as creaming coffee swirled, soft as dust upon the world. This dreamy April afternoon turns every shadow into tune in the golden, arrogant cafe where hearts grow quiet and wanna stay. Let the roses keep their place. Let the light rest on each face by the canal where hours sway. I could live inside this day. A bicycle waits near the wall, patient in the amber fall of sunlight slipping through the trees with old cathedral dignity. Somewhere far a record plays with velvet edges, smoky grace, and the windows catch the gleam of a city dozing in a dream. I stir the sugar just once through, watch it vanish out of view, like all the worries I had brought into this room and then forgot. In the hush between the cups, all the noise of life gives up, and the smallest things appear clear as if they're meant to hear. This dreamy April afternoon turns every shadow into tune in the golden, arrogant cafe where hearts grow quiet and wanna stay. Let the roses keep their place. Let the light rest on each face by the canal where hours sway. I could live inside this day. Maybe joy is only this: the porcelain lip, the rose's kiss, a fragrance near a folded sleeve, a reason not to rise and leave. Maybe grace is afternoon, not too early, never noon, just the kindly hour that knows how a tired heart unwinds and glows. If tomorrow asks too much, I will answer with this touch of canal light, cafe air, and the peace still waiting there. So I gather every sign, the marble counters patient shine, the lazy sacks beyond the door, the heel clicks on the wooden floor, the mirror with its softened gold, the stories nobody has told, the drifting steam, the linen white, the tender middle of the light. If evening comes, it may come slow with one last gleam on cups below, but for now the room is kind and leaves the restless world behind. This dreamy April afternoon turns every shadow into tune in the golden, arrogant cafe where hearts grow quiet and wanna stay. Let the roses keep their place. Let the light rest on each face by the canal where hours sway. I could live inside this day. Stay a little afternoon, do not end the day too soon. Keep the canal in rose and gold, keep the coffee warm to hold in the golden, arrogant cafe where April learns to dream and stay. Leave one song upon the air. lights on the canal, coffee in the dusk. There is blue on the canal and golden doors, a perfect half of sorrow, half of peace. At the window hangs the shimmer of the storm, yet in this room the world is all release. Old film colors soften every face, brown cafe walls hold shadows tenderly, and from the speakers comes a velvet tune that sounds like rain, remembering the sea. And the room grows warmer as the shadows fall, like the city saved a little piece for us all. For the night in a coffee cup, let the old jazz fill it up. Amsterdam in the rain, watch gleam. You are memory, you are dream. You are every lantern on the waterline, every note that says the evening will be fine. Past the trams and bridges, past the glowing signs, the quiet narrow houses lean and wait, as though they know that some hearts travel far, only to find stillness by a rainy gate. Here a smile is small but honest as the light. Here the tables know the names of tired hands, and every chord descends like evening fog across the oldest and the kindest land. For the night in a coffee cup, let the old jazz fill it up. Amsterdam in the rain, wash gleam. You are memory, you are dream. You are every lantern on the waterline, every note that says the evening will be fine. Nothing is loud here, nothing needs to be, just the rustle of a coat, the hiss of tea, and the city breathing softly through the rain, as if to tell us we may rest again. Amsterdam in the rain, watch gleam. You are memory, you are dream. You are every lantern on the waterline, every note that says the evening will be fine. Keep this song beneath the windows glow. Keep this room where quiet people go. Keep Amsterdam alive in dusk and steam, a vintage frame around a softer dream. There is a memory inside each note that wraps around the heart like a warm coat. A jazz song heard on some forgotten night, when everything seemed bathed in golden light. I couldn't tell you what the song was called, or who was playing in the crowded hall. But something in the music held me then, and pulls me back to that one night again. Memories in every jazz note played, in the amber of a lifetime that has swayed between the music and the quiet between. Memories live in everything I've seen. Memories in every melody slow, in every place that only music goes. The jazz remembers what my mind has lost, and plays it back at any kind of cost. A photograph sits faded on the shelf. I picked this album for my listening self, because the cover looked like that old room where we once sat inside a cozy gloom of candlelight and conversation deep, and jazz that almost put the heart to sleep. With all its beauty, all its knowing ways, memories are made in moments like those days. Memories in every jazz note played, in the amber of a lifetime that is swayed between the music and the quiet between. Memories live in everything I've seen. You cannot hold a memory in your hands, but music builds it from the smallest strands of sound and rhythm, melody and beat, and lays it gently at your waiting feet. I've lived enough to know that what stays true is always what the music carries through. When everything else fades into the gray, the jazz remains and keeps the memory gay. Tonight I'll let the music play me back along the warm and golden memory track, to every room and every song we shared, in every year when everything felt cared for. The vintage jazz is playing on the shelf, and I am sitting here just by myself. But every note brings company along, the way a life is held inside a song. Memories jazz notes played, they never really fade. They never fade. The club is full and everyone is bright, with wine and conversation, jazz tonight. The piano player leans into his keys and plays the kind of music meant to please. The trumpet climbs above the crowded room and parts the cigarette smoke like perfume. The drummer kicks the rhythm into place, and everybody finds its natural grace. A warm night at the 1950s jazz club. Every single person's feeling the love of music played the way it's meant to be, in a room so full of energy and glee. A warm night and the jazz is taking hold, the kind of music that cannot be sold. You have to feel it in your bones, the way the whole world finally comes home. A couple dances near the stage tonight, and every turn they take is perfectly right, aligned to every accent of the beat. Their bodies know what music makes complete. The bassist grins and walks a little faster. The drummer follows, moving toward disaster, of speed and joy and everything alive. This is the jazz that keeps the soul alive. A warm night at the 1950s jazz club. Every single person's feeling the love of music played the way it's meant to be, in a room so full of energy and glee. Between the sets, the laughter and the talk of what the trumpet meant, the way the walk of bass lines led us somewhere unexpected, the way a phrase left everyone affected. These are the nights that fuel the coming weeks, the warmth the heart of every music seeker seeks. A warm room, cold drinks, a hot quartet. A night like this you never will forget. The final set begins at 12:30, and every player reaches to the shelf of everything they know and have to give, and plays the kind of jazz that helps you live. The room erupts when the pianist takes a solo, a flight of notes from very high to very low, and then the band comes back as one unit and burns the room right down with every bit. A warm night at the 1950s jazz club. Can't you feel the music? Feel the love. Let the jazz play on till morning breaks. This is all the music lover takes.
In een klein café in de Jordaan, waar de regen zacht blijft vallen, speelt een oude melodie voor de eenzame harten van de stad. De avond hangt als fluweel over bruggen nat van licht,
Een lantaarn trilt op het water als een droom die langzaam zucht. Binnen ruikt het naar koffie, naar hout, tabak en tijd. De pianist buigt naar de toetsen en speelt de nacht heel wijd. Een sax zucht zacht bij het raam, de bas loopt warm en laag. En alles wat ik niet kon zeggen, klinkt mooier dan vandaag. Onder de regen van de Jordaan laat ik mijn zorgen langzaam gaan. Bij kaarslicht, jazz en oude wijn mag deze nacht voor altijd zijn. Onder de regen van Amsterdam, waar ik mezelf weer tegenkwam, zingt elke noot zo zacht voor mij. De stad is stil, de droom dichtbij. Een vrouw met rode lippen lacht, haar handschoen rust naast haar glas. Zij kijkt naar buiten, naar de gracht, alsof daar ooit haar liefde was. De ober sluit de gordijnen half, de klok slaat 10, misschien al 11. Maar niemand haast zich naar morgen, iedereen blijft bij zichzelf. De regen tekent zilveren lijnen op het raam van ons café. En in de rook van oude jaren drijft mijn hart heel zachtjes mee. Onder de regen van de Jordaan laat ik mijn zorgen langzaam gaan. Bij kaarslicht, jazz en oude wijn mag deze nacht voor altijd zijn. Onder de regen van Amsterdam, waar ik mezelf weer tegenkwam, zingt elke noot zo zacht voor mij. De stad is stil, de droom dichtbij. Misschien verdwijnt dit ogenblik wanneer de ochtend openbreekt. Maar in de stilte van de stad blijft wat de jazz vanavond spreekt. Geen haast, geen harde woorden, alleen de regen op de steen. Amsterdam houdt mij nog even en ik ben niet meer alleen. Onder de regen van de Jordaan laat ik mijn zorgen langzaam gaan. Bij kaarslicht, jazz en oude wijn mag deze nacht voor altijd zijn. Onder de regen van Amsterdam, waar ik mezelf weer tegenkwam, zingt elke noot zo zacht voor mij. De stad is stil, de droom dichtbij. De laatste tonen worden zacht, de regen kust de oude straat. In Amsterdam blijft deze nacht als jazz die nooit verloren gaat.
He's been delivering mail on Sycamore for 30 years or so. He knows the houses by the heartbeat, not by number or by row. He slows his step at certain houses when the envelope is thin, because a thin official envelope means something's going in. In 53 he carried word of 17 who fell. He learned to pause before the knocker like a very private bell. He'd stand a moment in the quiet with the letter in his hand, giving the house one final moment to not yet understand. He slowed his step at certain houses on his route when the news inside was bigger than the envelope without. The postman who knew when the news was bad was the kindest interruption that a household ever had. He never opened anything he carried that was sealed, but the weight of what he carried was a thing he could feel. He said the worst one was the smallest, in the thinnest white, just a name and a department and a date, and that's the night he retired with a ceremony and a cake and a small speech. But the neighborhood still watches when the new man comes in reach, because nobody else slows down that way at the steps of the door. And some deliveries deserve more than just knocking anymore. He slowed his step at certain houses on his route when the news inside was bigger than the envelope without. The postman who knew when the news was bad was the kindest interruption that a household ever had. Leave the letterbox unlocked and let the mail arrive. Some messages need human hands to keep us all alive.
In the window of an old cafe, the rain comes falling slow. Streetlights shake like golden flames in the misty evening glow. You are sitting with a quiet smile in burgundy and lace, and all the city fades away the moment I see your face. An old waiter hums softly by a tired and dusty radio. A worn-out love song fills the room with a warm and tender glow. Outside the taxis roll like prayers through the restless Paris air. Inside there is only us and the night we gently share. The coffee warms your fingertips tonight, but your voice keeps my whole heart more alive. When you whisper, please don't leave too soon, Even time forgets the moon. Oh, twilight lamps in Montmartre, keep us where the old guitars are. Let the world grow dim and drift afar. When you are near, all things are true. Oh, twilight lamps in Montmartre, do not let this evening fall apart. I could stay forever where you are, at this little table dressed in roses. You laugh so softly when the wind slips through the opening door, like a scene from an old black and white film I've dreamed of before. The piano in the corner plays for every vanished year, and I fall in love again with you, as if for the first time here. Smoke draws your name above the room in silver fragile lines, not in letters I can touch, but feelings clear as wine. The city is too beautiful to ever walk alone. I'm grateful that tonight of all nights, your heart arrived at home. On a paper napkin lie our little borrowed dreams of springtime trains and promises softer than they seem. When your fingers touch the back of my hand, the whole world forgets to stand. Oh, twilight lamps in Montmartre, keep us where the old guitars are. Let the world grow dim and drift afar. When you are near, all things are true. Oh, twilight lamps in Montmartre, do not let this evening fall apart. I could stay forever where you are, at this little table dressed in roses. If tomorrow comes to carry us away, let this night remain a little more and stay. At the wooden chairs, the lace, the fading tune, bear witness that we bloomed. Oh, twilight lamps in Montmartre, still dancing on the rainy glass. If love has any sacred heart, it may be here, it may be ours. Oh, twilight lamps in Montmartre, hold the seconds before they fall apart, till the dawn forgets to start, and we never have to say goodbye. Comes in at closing time, when all the stews are free. She drops a nickel in the jukebox and she asked for C3. That song's been playing every night for going on 3 years. Nobody asks about it anymore. They just adjust their ears. The cook looks up from cleaning, and the waitress rolls her eyes. But there's a softness in the way they let the song surprise. They've all heard why she plays it, though she's never said a word. Is the kind of story everybody's understood, but never heard. She played that song again tonight at the Blue Spoon Diner close. She plays it for the one she loves, the one she loves the most. Irene and the jukebox have an understanding here that some songs are for the living and some songs for the dear. The record's almost worn now, where the needle hits C3. The manager keeps ordering the same one just to see that Irene gets to play it when the diner shuts its eyes. Some things deserve the reverence of everyday goodbyes. Tonight she sat a little longer, staring at the box. The song played twice around, and she just sat and watched the clocks. She left a bigger tip tonight and pulled her collar tight and walked out in the falling rain into the Tuesday night. She played that song again tonight at the Blue Spoon Diner close. She plays it for the one she loves, the one she loves the most. Irene and the jukebox have an understanding here that some songs are for the living and some songs for the dear. Wipe the counter down now, put the chairs up for the night, and let's see 3 keep playing in the parking lot's cold light. A book and a porcelain cup, a corner where the light is kind. One hand warms around the handle, one hand turns a patient line. Outside Copenhagen glimmers, bridges draw a silver seam. Inside every page feels nearer, every note becomes a dream. A book and a porcelain cup, that is all the morning needs. A little jazz, a little shelter, a little room for slower peace. A book and a porcelain cup, and the city soft and far. Thoughts grow quiet by the window, like reflections on the harbor. The barista wipes the counter. Lantern glass is warm and low. Somewhere in the back a record turns as smooth as falling snow. Let the chapter take its own time. Let the trumpet fade to blue. There are days we heal by listening to the smallest things we do. That is all the morning needs. A little jazz, a little shelter, a little room for slower peace. A book and a porcelain cup, and the city soft and far. Thoughts grow quiet by the window, like reflections on the harbor. Rain writes silver letters on the window by my chair. I found a small republic of calm inside a lantern-lit arcade, where porcelain and lamplight make a treaty with the rain. And every coat that passes carries stories in the grain. The waiter moves like midnight with a practiced kind of grace. A record turns in amber and puts patience in the space. Outside the windows shimmer with 1,000 softened gleams. Inside the room the piano folds the weather into dreams. Stay a little longer, Prague, and play me soft and low. Stay until the last cup cools, the last tram bell is gold. Stay until the river writes the parts we never told. Stay until the lamplit glass has gentled every ache, and all the weary evening knows exactly how to break. A woman with an umbrella leaves petals in the hall. A newspaper lies sleeping by the coat rack near the wall. The saxophone is velvet and the brushes barely speak, like footsteps on old bridges at the end of every week. I taste the dark roast quiet and the sugar of the hour. The city turns from iron into rain-reflected flower. No one needs a grand goodbye. The room already knows how evenings in old Prague become the way a memory grows. Stay a little longer, Prague, and play me soft and low. slow. Let the coffee house keep watch where softer sorrows go. Stay until the bridge lamps blur like halos on the stream, and every pane of weather learns to carry one more dream. Should the last tram fade to silence, leave the cup half warm for memory, and one chair turn toward the rain. Let the bass walk carefully between the hours we keep. Let the trumpet kiss the dark and tuck the rooftops into sleep. Stay a little longer, Prague, and play me soft and low. Stay until the room grows dim and all the chairs are kind. Stay until the rain leaves only silver in the mind. Stay until the final chord hangs quiet in the blue, and Prague, in all her evening grace, sings back a little too. Coffee steam, window rain, cobblestone and lantern flame. Old city, soft city, keep me in your frame. Tonight, tonight, tonight. He carried a notebook and a compass everywhere he went, and every cafe that he found was carefully documented. The coordinates, the coffee, and the quality of light, the sound the afternoon made, and how the chairs sat right. He'd been to 40 countries and had maps of every kind, but none of them described the things he needed most to find. He said the world's geography was fine for boats and planes, but someone had to chart the soul's interior terrains. Every coffee shop has its own coordinates, he'd say, a north of conversation and a south of going away. The cartographer who mapped only cafes knew the score, that all the best locations are the ones worth staying for. He found one in Vienna with a table near the wall, where Einstein once had coffee and the owner kept the scroll. He framed the coordinates in gold beside his door at home, a reminder that the beautiful is never far to roam. He published just one volume with a cover worn and soft. The maps were barely legible, but people bought it often. They said the maps were wrong, but felt entirely true. Like every undiscovered cafe felt like something new. Every coffee shop has its own coordinates, he'd say, a north of conversation and a south of going away. The cartographer who mapped only cafes knew the score, that all the best locations are the ones worth staying for. Find your own coordinates and put them in your book. The best cafe you've ever loved is worth a second look.
The last chair scrapes across the tile floor. The bartender turns off the light above the bar. But still the pianist plays one final song for those of us who don't know where we belong. The trumpet raps its